Revolutions. Most people define them as a means of starting a war. My definition? A way of change that protests or demonstrations just cannot perform. The significance of revolutions in world history is more or less very easy to describe. They may start as a protest or a peaceful demonstration, but then they go one step ahead and start to demand change. The reason for the Age of Revolutions, when it occurred, is, I believe it is partly in fact of the American Revolution. They kind of started and just showed the world that you can have what you want, I guess. And in the means of that, anything that happened after that kind of can tie back to the American Revolution. All of the revolutions that I will be talking about all share common themes that are very easy to see. In the American Revolution, the colonies believed that Britain shouldn't be allowed to tax them. Another thing is the middle colonies at first didn't necessarily want a revolution, but because they weren't involved in the war at the time. War only occurred in the American Revolution as a result of both sides believing that force was the only way to solve the issues. In the French Revolution, local parliaments controlled their own sectors, basically making the king useless across France. The French Revolution was set to establish a more democratic union. Napoleon created the Code Civil de France to create a more fair legal system to all of France. In the Russian Revolution, autocracy, low wages and poor working conditions, and Bloody Sunday, which was the massacre of unarmed protesters outside the palace, farmland given to farmers and factories given to employees was an effect of it. The National Council was assembled to run the economy instead. So again, low wages, taxes are all factors that are mixed into these three revolutions. They all eventually become war, or there's murder involved in them. And then just all of them share common facts that freedom comes at a price. That's all I have to say.